Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think we have a wife.
I just wiped it.
It doesn't. Oh, do you have a filter? Like, maybe you can take it off and see, like, take this off, and there's must be a. Okay, let me Google it. Let's see.
You got about. Yeah, I'm gonna go see you.
Oh, so do me a favor, stand on this side. The reason being is because my friends are just like down
Dirty up?
we don't want to stand there. See that? So we just want to make sure that people that are going that way or over there and instead of having people that work here.
对了，照相对。你不要过去了，那边没人。感恩期呢，你过我来拍。啊，你拍，好好，你跟那个来下合影。
Pero bueno.
Everybody stop and listen. Both of you stop and listen. Don't. Now.
那个奚落，那个是跟郭文贵他们那个反郭文贵也反郭文贵，你知道郭文贵吗？对，他们郭文贵也在这里审判的。对。
他是和黄河边有一个，
对，黄河边在对。
他是反正他又回到他们说后面那个 people love him。80年代我知道，
对，他是反
他是和黄河边在一起。
对，跟黄河边。
这个拉是吗？
你干嘛他的就？
他是我不是。我说你干嘛你骂我揍你！后来他说你来，我就过去，我说你先骂。
Let me show you what I mean.
共会他以为问是对的，他这个反中共的那个。
Okay, hi. Thank you. I appreciate that. Normally, because I don't wear anything that identifies myself. But it's like for in general, like I don't really hate suits. Like if I said I was like an ABC kid. Okay. No, actually, either way, both those things are works. Yeah. Where do you live in? I live in DC. I was here for the trial. Oh, you did do it the first time? Oh, nice. I was the first time. I had, yeah. I live in DC, yeah. So I'm like, so I feel like I'm always on the phone. Like wherever. So New York is the biggest town. I actually applied yeah, I have a lot of friends from Brooklyn. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's an easy travel. It's just every day. Like, you see the crowd coming again. So, like, North He also has six.
¿Me van a bajar por aquí? Muy posible. Pero es van en medio.
It's not totally frozen, but at some point, they'll freeze it and move it off. So whichever side's already on. He'll stop. Yeah, he'll say the wars, but we're going to put it. Nice to meet you. Have a wonderful trip. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's so kind. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh my God, thank you. He'll know. It's really nice to meet you. Yeah, it's either, reporters.
There you go.
Wait, let me get this guy. Thank you. Too long.
Hola, sorpresa. ¿Cómo gusta?
I'm not sure, but
Coming to you. Well, that's not that.
I'm not sure.
Okay. If you go there, they'll help you out. Or you just walk right into any one of the court buildings.
All right, thank you so much.
All right? Put your hands. No, go to the back. I don't know where you're going. What's the address? What's the address? Spanish? Okay, van de acuerdo. Walk on the street. You gotta get on the sidewalk, please. One more time.
Come down with me.
Any American will tolerate it, but still, any other, you know, we can wake up by our okay? America is the greatest country. You know, everybody can realize their American dream by hard work. But now they play this race card. This D-I-E-I. This is so, you know, this is a divide and conquer. You don't like that. Everybody has equal opportunity. No country is better than America in this aspect. They give everybody opportunity to realize their American dream. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Our politicians on both aisles, you know, they are corrupt. And they were formed by communist dictators. That's why our country became today. Evil people get away because good people keep silent. That's why we were silent before. We cannot stand anymore. We cannot be silent. We have to stand up, tell the truth, wake up America. Trump is fighting for us. We know that. Because
So you saw sometimes it ain't. I'm people.
Life like
That's it.
I
got it.
That's it.
Oh, you like that?
I like it.
Got it.
We one on one, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what we do.
Persecution upon persecution because his life is saved our country.
They understand what communism is. Yes, ma'am. Good to see you too. God bless you guys.
Hello to Daniel. He's the best. He inspired us to be courageous because he said courage is contagious.
That's right.
So he inspired all of us to take action. Action. We want to take action to save our country. That's what inspired hundreds of thousands of Americans. And that's why we stand up. I very quiet, like there's no peace. Right now we stand up. We are very loud, why? Because we have a strong practice moving this country. We learn from communist countries, China. We don't want America to become communist. Yeah, that's why. And you know, you sacrifice a lot. Home sacrifice a lot. We don't personally idolize them. No. Because people say, oh, you idolize them. No, we run from a communist country where people idolize them. Trump is a common sense president. He tries to save our country and we support him because we are respected.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I thank you for all hard work. And I thought
去了。
Hey, you know that we went everywhere. We went to the Walmart. We went to more than 6,000 people. We were New Jersey. We were there, and then we were there. We were also in Rockland County. I'm sure with more and more people waking up, New York will become red. Because as far as I know, only Manhattan.
Oh my God, what is going on here? No, you gotta turn everybody now. You can open the fridge. You can open it up now. You can open it up.
By the way, now you talk about your mother. Put my dick in her mouth. That's what you talk about. That worth the blood. Fuck you.
All the way down there, doing absolutely nothing, hanging out in the shade. I don't understand how this rookie end up in my foot. Oh no, it's going all over the place. Yeah, you see the pollen in the air.
Got caught in this.
I don't know that I'm going just in case. You said? No, I'm leaving my ladder. Just putting it. Just because I don't want to hurt it. So I know it's safe here. Alright. And you can sit on it. There you go. Even better if it's useful. Alright, take care.
Oh my God. All the Mexicans so bad.
Give me some breaks so no one is Chinese American Trump. That's great.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it's a nice car. It's a great car.
Yes! Freedom fighter! The Japanese is against us. We gotta fight for our freedom.
After I finish this, I'm going to Honduras and Nicaragua. That's what it's called. If you go and you see me over there,
I'll see you around. Yeah, 100%.
I am wild, Bill, big cock, my giant
Joe Biden! I think I came to the wrong part. A couple more here. I'm not no clown.
People call clowns. I'm a clown. I'm a friend.
No, don't say that. We're not clowns. We're not clowns. This is the clown show. Dr. Shaw is the ringleader of the New York City clown. Dr. Shaw is a disgrace to every fucking Latino in the city. That was fun. That was fun. Get the energy out. No. Have a good day. Thank you, officers. Can't hold this phone and that phone. This guy Fuck Joe Biden! here. Joe Biden better get moved the fuck out of here. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck you what you voted for.
Trigger your neighbors, trigger your friends, trigger the subway. I got MAGA hats here, beta bills.
And understand that you're still in control, and that the Democrats are the evil, wicked people. We ask that you, Lord, will usher in a surprise this week. We know that everyone is thinking that I know that that's what the Democrats want. I know that that's what the jury is doing. But your hand is on this right now. Your hand is on him. Your hand is on this city. Your hand is on this state. Your hand is on this country. And Lord, we know that he will win. We know that he will be, because he's not on the trail. We are all on the trail right now. All of us are on the trail. All of us right now are on the trail because of the Democrats. But we're learning how to fight. We're learning how to push back. That's what we're learning. We're learning courage. We're learning strength. And we're learning how to take this step back. We're learning how to take this step back. And we're learning how to take this country. This is what it's all about. We love Trump! 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 We love Trump!
应该搞另一面旗的，这个旗的意义大，这个东西这个建议不哪要换另一面旗，然后就来换另一面旗。高原马
他那个是吧？就是你去看他们就是检讨，他确实是蛮。
World's smallest man. Donald Trump's little brother, nice little guy. Donald Trump's the world's largest man. He's the world's smallest. Bag hats are popular. That's called Shoot Trump.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
We got bag hats are popular. Candy, cotton candy. Bag hats.
If I had known, I would love it.
Bag hats are popular. The world's smallest man. It's a sideshow. Donald Trump is the largest man. This is the world's smallest man. Talk to me. You can buy it at TrumpSwag.com, along with these delicious bag hats, bag of flags, and other good bag of shit. TrumpSwag.com. So, we're here today at the Clown Show. I brought up I'm Wild Bill Big Cock. This is Trump, Donald Trump's little brother. The world's smallest man. Loves the First Amendment. We got 17 different things. You can buy them at TrumpSwag.com. But we brought a little Minshew out because it's a sideshow act. We got several stuff. Thank you.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Sí.
¿Ahorita no sabes que la otra vez estuvimos hablando?
No te ubicaba, pero sí, ahora sí.
¿Te acordás que
I'm gonna need this line for a second.
tu amigo español
You dropped right in my.
que trabaja con Pepe?
I'm trying to get to my car so I can set up the press boxes for sound.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there's gonna be one?
Press boxes. I'm trying to set up the press boxes.
What exactly?
Cool.
Yes. But I need some space.
Is it fine like this or?
Not right now. Once I finish running my lines, you can set up wherever you want.
Right.
I just need to set myself first,
Sounds good.
and then you can come in, okay? It won't take me long. I don't have any
No worries. It's a good thing there's good. I don't think they know. Okay. There's gonna be sound.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you.
We appreciate it.
There we go. It's okay if I transfer back
Are you coming from the outlet?
After this cable comes in, it should be good.
All right. Thanks.
Teníamos un poquito enredados.
No, lo de antes.
Que estuvimos la otra vez conversando, ¿no te acordás?
Sí, me acuerdo, pero no el contexto ni cuándo ni...
No, del Pepe, que estábamos conversando y el amigo José, que es de Antena 3 de España.
Ah, pues ya queda mal.
Sí. Ya te conoces como Pepe. Алло, Миш, привет. Нормально. Я тут около семьи. Мы все встроились сейчас операторы. И нам говорят, должен выйти кто-то из компании. Voy para el auto, yo tengo el auto allá. No, viene ahora, no, trabajo para otro medio, pero entonces viene y estoy allá, y ¿cómo se llama? Y me dice, ya era una conferencia, y se urge, y yo digo, no, pero si ya yo venía a avisarte, claro, yo cuando fui ni siquiera había nada, estaban recién juntándose. No, y yo ya lo tengo. Y entonces, ¿qué pasa? Que ya hice esos manifestantes de allá adelante. No, nada, un loco que andaba con un letrero que no tiene nada que ver, que de Gaza, que ese es el que estaba allá arriba en la 216 en la universidad, por la Palestina, por la protesta por Palestina, y ahora andaba por aquí. Pero a la final uno ya sabéis cómo es este negocio. De ahí vienen la caída. Están cayendo los micrófonos.
That's what I do, man. But only put the hits in.
Eat your heart out. Eat your heart out.
Wow, I saw that. Wow.
It was a gift. It's a gift and I'm scared.
What kind of spice?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
It's on a periodic table element somewhere.
I think it's Ralph spice.
Or magnesium, one of those.
Who has a microphone on the spring clamp?
I know.
Somebody has a microphone on the spring clamp?
You might as well get some science. No, but that sounds like something.
Yeah, it's not good on round though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's yours. Oh, that's yours.
Todo el mundo loco con poner micros en las cajas de sonido.
No, porque yo confío más en el... Sí, porque yo, desde que llegué a trabajar en este país, nunca he encontrado un buen audio en las cajas. Y a veces, pues, está justo cuando hiciste la prueba, se escucha bien, y cuando empiezan a trabajar se va a la mierda. Ya, no... Bueno, yo siempre lo pongo para asegurarme, pero si tenía el cable para acá y tenía el micrófono para allá, sí, mejor siempre.
Hagamos caso a los que saben.
No, porque ahora, justo hoy día te va a funcionar todo bien, pero para la vez.
Oye.
He's a food too, though, He's got a beer too.
It's actually a camera. I wish I had a beer.
What you do?
Actually, does the
Yeah.
Sorry, the weather. I didn't see watch
Hey guys, so everyone knows the Trump campaign will be responding immediately following.
Same spot right
Same
here?
spot. Immediately following, we'll be speaking right after this.
Thank you.
Yeah, I won't. What's that?
That's convenient. On the stuff, on there. That's great. Duolingo, like not now.
¿Tenéis cuál cosito tenéis tú para poner el micrófono?
No.
No. Mira, ese es el cable, el que dice Univisión, ¿cierto? Ese es el mío. Ese lo vendo, es baratísimo. Es baratísimo. Mira, yo siempre lo pongo aquí en el bolsillo de atrás. Y mira, en cualquier fierro, en esos gruesos,
Sí, sí.
donde
Yo
sea.
tengo, pero no cargo todo.
No.
Porque voy con uno online, con
Sí.
no sé qué.
Pero, yo, por ejemplo, ese no, pero cuando salgo, la otra vez hubo una conferencia grande también, eso sí es cierto, eso es cierto.
Yo voy a lo mismo.
Sí, claro, no van a andar cargando.
The moment it goes down, like
La niña haciendo el chequeo del audio. Ya en eso estamos viendo cuando llegue mi querido. Uno me está escribiendo.
Stand up straight, stand up straight.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2, check 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, check 5, check 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
¿verdad? Ah, ya está bien.
Me voy a hacer del lado de acá por si logro tirar una pregunta. ¿Oíste, Lía?
Wait, which one? Oh, this little guy here? Up, up. Like that? Sandy, it has your name on it. That's amazing.
Hey guys, it's going to be about 10 minutes until we get started. 10 minutes? We're not going to give it up.
Morning, everybody. Good to go? All right. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, let me say this first and foremost. We're not here today because of what's going on over there. We're here today because you all are here. And so we are glad that you're all here this morning. We're here primarily because of the threat that Donald Trump poses to the United States of America and to our democracy. We are, of course, grateful to have two brave officers, Michael Fanone and Harry Dunn, who defended our democracy and our Capitol against the violent mob that Trump incited on January 6, 2021 here with us. And of course, we are happy to have Robert De Niro, a native New Yorker who can spot BS a mile away and isn't afraid to call it out. So the contrast here pretty much writes itself. As we speak, Donald Trump's somewhere fighting for himself, maybe taking a power nap. And we've seen him for weeks and for months now. We've seen the ramblings of an unhinged, power-hungry, self-centered man, both here at Mar-a-Lago, on Truth Social, wherever he may be. But the thing is, this isn't new for Donald Trump. It's how he spent his 4 years in the White House. It's how he spent every moment since he lost the 2020 election. And in 1 month, Americans are going to have an opportunity to witness in prime time the clear contrast between Donald Trump, who's a chaos agent, waging a self-obsessed campaign of revenge and retribution, go up against Joe Biden, who's a leader who fights for Americans every single day. As the president said when he challenged Trump to debate, the president has a list of things he'd like to talk to Trump about if Trump does in fact show up in Atlanta on June 27th. He wants to talk about why Donald Trump's the architect of the repeal of Roe v. Wade, why he wants to go even further in his second term, why he thinks the extreme state-level abortion bans are playing out brilliantly across the country. He wants to talk about Trump's embrace of political violence and the core threat he poses to our democracy. Lastly, he wants to talk about Trump's economic plans and how they'd make Trump and his rich friends richer at the expense of working families, just like he has his entire life. So that's what this campaign is going to be focused on and talking about over the course of the next month. We're going to make sure that Trump has to answer for all of the above and for his extreme a lot from our campaign as we bring the stakes of the election directly to the voters who are going to decide it. It's simple. Trump poses a unique and growing threat to our fundamental rights and our freedoms, our very democracy, and our economy. The threat is crystal clear today. It will remain crystal clear tomorrow, and it will be crystal clear on the debate stage in Atlanta on June 27th. So now I'm going to pause and turn it over to Robert De Niro.
Thank you. I mean, this is really, even these people over here are it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy, and this thing, Donald Trump has created this. He should be telling them not to do this, but he's just, he wants to sow total, he wants to sow total chaos, which he's succeeding in some areas and places to do. Anyway, beside all that, this is my neighborhood, downtown New York City. I grew up here and feel at home in these streets. I feel comfortable. The Twin Towers fell just over here, just over there. This part of the city was like a ghost town. But we vowed we would not allow terrorists to change our way of life. And we started the Tribeca Festival to bring people back. I love this city. I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. But we vowed we would not allow terrorists. I owe this city a lot. And that's why it's so weird that Donald Trump is just across the street. Because he doesn't belong in my city. I don't know where he belongs, but he certainly doesn't belong here. We New Yorkers used to tolerate him when he was just another grubby real estate hustler masquerading as a big shot, a two-bit playboy lying his way into the tabloids, pretending to be a spokesman, a spokesperson for himself. He was calling it as himself for himself, to fool the press into inflating his net worth. A clown. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. We have them all over the city. People who do crazy things in the street, we tolerate it. It's part of the city, it's part of the culture. But not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work, and we all know that. Anyway, we make room for clowns, to each his own. But no one takes him or took him really seriously. They take him seriously now, of course. But around the country, people who didn't know him as we did started to support him. They bought into his bullshit. Trump bought their votes with outrageous lies and empty promises. He got the most religious evangelicals to applaud a sinner who bragged about sexual assault, and who, just a couple of blocks from here, a jury found him liable for sexual abuse. Somehow he even got self-styled patriots to support a man who called for terminating the Constitution, and on January 6th rallied an angry mob to threaten democracy, leaving death and destruction in its wake. That's why I needed to be involved and wanted to be involved in the new Biden-Harris ad, because it shows the violence of Trump and reminds us that he'll use violence against anyone who stands in the way of his megalomania and greed. But it's a coward's violence. You think Trump ever threw a punch himself or took one? This guy who ran and hid in the White House bunker when there were protesters outside? No way. He doesn't get blood on his hands. No, he doesn't. He directs the mob to do his dirty work for him by making a suggestion, an inference. And his gang grovels and follows his obvious order. It's no surprise that the murder rate and other violent crimes peaked under Trump and are falling under Biden. And now he's promising to use our own military to attack U.S. citizens. That's the tyrant. That's the tyrant he's telling us he'll be. And believe me, he means it. When Trump ran in 2016, it was like a joke. This buffoon running for president. No, never could happen. We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious dictators. With Trump, we have a second chance. And no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him by voting him out once and for all. We don't want to wake up after the election saying, what, again? My God, what the hell have we done? We can't have that happen again. Yesterday was Memorial Day. It's a good time to reflect on how Americans fought and died so that we may enjoy the freedoms guaranteed to us by a democratic government. A government that, as President Lincoln said, of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Under Trump, this kind of government will perish from the earth. I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. What does that mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life? I hope this new ad campaign reaches outside the bubble to remind supporters of what a danger he is to our lives. This is not a threat. This is a reality. And that's why I've joined the Biden-Harris campaign, because the only way to preserve our freedoms and hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president. Really. We don't have a choice. On January 6th, while Republican lawmakers despicably tried to keep the loser Trump, in the White House, and Trump-inspired insurrectionists stormed the Capitol, brave men and women from law enforcement put their lives on the line to defend this country. Our democracy. They are the true heroes. These guys are the true heroes. They stood and put their lives on the line for these lowlives, for Trump.
They lied under oath.
They lied under oath. Right. Who lied under oath? What are you telling me?
Those two traitors behind you.
Excuse me?
Those two traitors behind you.
They lied under oath?
That's right.
What are you saying?
They're traitors.
They're traitors. I don't know. I don't even know how to deal with you, my friend. I don't even know how to deal with you. They stood there. They didn't have to. And there were other ones in there who probably were in with them a little bit too, and they found a way to get around. Not these guys. They stood there and fought for us, for you. For you.
Well, they weren't fighting for me.
No, they fought for you, buddy. You're able to stand right here now. They are the true heroes. I'm honored to be with these two heroes today, from former Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn and former Metropolitan Police Officer Michael Fanone.
I came here today to remind Americans of what Donald Trump is capable of, and the violence that he unleashed on all Americans on January 6, 2021. For 2 decades, I was a D.C. police officer serving the citizens of the District of Columbia, primarily working in narcotics. On January 6, 2021, I heard distress calls coming from fellow police officers on the Capitol, as thousands of Trump supporters rushed them and brutally assaulted members of law enforcement. That day, I, like many hundreds of other D.C. police officers, put on a uniform and responded to the Capitol to assist our brothers and sisters in law enforcement, defending the Capitol from a violent, armed mob of Trump's supporters. These supporters were fueled by Trump's lies and the lies of his surrogates, lies that the 2020 election was stolen. Those same lies have been spewed by Donald Trump and his surrogates about what happened to me and so many other police officers on January 6, 2021. That day, I was brutally assaulted. I was pulled from the police line by a man named Albuquerque Head, a Trump supporter who later pled guilty to his violent assault on me. While being restrained by the violent mob, I was beaten. An individual named Kyle Young tried to strip me of my firearm, while chants of kill him with his own gun were echoed by other members of the crowd. At that time, Thomas Civic, a man from Buffalo, New York, stripped me of my badge and my police radio, my lifeline to call for help from other officers. All the while, I continued to be beaten and then struck with a taser on my neck by Daniel Rodriguez, another Trump supporter who also pled guilty to his violent assault on me. All 4 of these individuals are self-admitted Trump supporters, All 4 of them committed violent assault on law enforcement. I'm just one representative of the hundreds of police officers that were assaulted that day by Donald Trump's supporters, inspired by his lies. The lies that continue to this day to inspire my fellow Americans to turn against their fellow Americans, to turn against police officers. At the end of the day, this election is about Donald Trump and his vision for the office of the President of the United States. Not as a public servant who answers to the people who elected him, but as an authoritarian who answers to and serves only himself. Thank you.
Ashley Babbitt was murdered, an unarmed veteran.
Morning. If January 6th didn't happen, we wouldn't be here right now. I'd still be at work, working at the United States Capitol. I appreciate the words by Mr. De Niro, Officer Fanone, but anytime I get an opportunity to acknowledge, address, and thank the men and women of the Capitol Police and the Metropolitan Police Department who served that day to protect our democracy, to protect each other, to make sure everybody got to go home that night. That's what we fought for that day. The fight for a lot of us didn't end on January 6th, that evening when we went home. The fight still continues now. What happened that day was an attempt to overthrow an election. Donald Trump is the greatest threat to our democracy and the safety of communities across the country today. He has encouraged and continued to encourage political violence. We've been called traitors just today. We were all called traitors on January 6th for doing our job. And yes, we protected Republicans. We protected Democrats alike. It's not about the story that we don't agree with. Political violence is never acceptable. But you have a presidential candidate, that champions it, that encourages it, that supports it. We cannot have that. Officer Sicknick, he died the day after January 6th. They said it was because of a stroke, but the events of January 6th caused it. His father said it best. Charles Sicknick. Trump is the reason why my son is dead. Trump does whatever will get him votes and helps Donald Trump. He is about himself. He calls the criminals who attacked our Capitol patriots. He calls the men and women who died serving and protecting this country suckers and losers. He constantly echoes the words of dictators and invokes the language of Nazi Germany, embracing political violence, pledging to rule as a dictator on day one. Those aren't our talking points. Those aren't left news talking points. He said it. Americans need to wake up. This is not a drill. Mr. Nero said he's not trying to scare you. When I just unsuccessfully ran for office. A lot of people that I met out there said they were afraid. They're scared to see what another Trump presidency looks like. I try to pride myself in having some type of way to make people feel comfortable, saying some kind of a word, a hug, a look, or something. It's going to be okay. I couldn't say that to those individuals. I couldn't say it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. We can't count on these institutions to stop Donald Trump. It's going to take us Americans at the ballot box to defeat him once and for all. Thank you so much, y'all.
Okay, we have time for a few questions if folks have them.
Why did the Biden campaign decide to come here today?
Because you all are here. We've been incessantly covering this day in and day out, and we want to remind the American people ahead of the next debate, of the first debate on June 27th, of the unique
persistent and growing threat that Donald Trump poses to the American people and to our democracy. So since you all are here, we're here communicating that message, as we will do day in, day out until the debate in Atlanta. I can spell your names.
Harry, Harry, Dunn, Dunn.
Michael, Michael, Fanone, Fanone.
I'd say that's absolutely absurd, because we are running on a historic record of accomplishing everything from 15 million new jobs created under this administration, 800,000 manufacturing jobs, the work that the president has done to lower costs for Americans, capping the cost of insulin at $35, making the single largest investment to combat climate change in our nation's history, the first bipartisan gun safety legislation in a generation. The list goes on and on and on of the historic record of accomplishment and the vision for the future. The fact remains that the looming threat of MAGA extremism has only grown stronger since January 6th. And so, yeah, we're going to campaign on the president's record, on his vision, and we're going to run against the extremism embodied by Donald Trump as he sits in that building or anywhere else across the country.
Michael, do you really believe that an undecided voter in Michigan or Wisconsin is paying attention to this trial and this verdict?
Well, they're certainly going to pay attention to the stakes of this election as we continue to communicate it day in and day out. That's what we're doing here today. That's what we're going to do every single day through the debate in Atlanta. That's what we'll do ahead of the debate in September 10th. And that's what we'll do from now until Election Day, making sure that voters in states across the country understand the clear choice that they have between a fighter in Joe Biden, who wakes up every single day fighting for them, for their families, and their communities, and Donald Trump, who's fighting for himself, whether he's here in New York, down in Mar-a-Lago, on Truth Social. When he does venture out into the campaign stump, he's fighting for one person, that's Donald Trump. And so we're going to make sure that the American people understand that choice.
Do we expect President Biden at some point to address the trial? Organized by the Biden campaign. I want to know why you decided to do this conference here outside the courtroom. Why you have a political conference outside of a criminal trial?
Again, you all are already here. It's easy to talk about the choice in this election when the entire news media is camped out here day in and day out. So we're talking about the choice that voters are going to have in this election and the threat embodied by the man who is in that building right now. But it is a threat no matter where he is, a threat to our fundamental freedoms, a threat to our democracy, a threat to our very way of life. And so this campaign is going to communicate that here in New York. We're going to communicate across all the battleground states day in and day out until voters are able to cast their ballots.
Would you consider Trump a threat to all these wars Biden has gotten us into?
Any media questions?
Is this a weaponization of the Justice Department, sir?
Any media questions?
You want to answer the real questions, only the fake news?
Stay tuned.
Is there defense that the president announced for those voters, especially progressive young voters, given what's going on in Gaza? He set a red line for Rafah. Israelis went in and had to not massacre.
Yeah, I'd say one thing. I'd say that the president and his campaign are making clear that the president approaches complex conflicts like this not as a politician, but as the commander-in-chief, making sure that his North Star is American security, global security, making sure that, yes, Israel has a right to defend itself, but that we are not that any civilian casualty is one too many. He's been very clear about that, and he makes decisions like this with national security in mind. I do think that stands in stark contrast of the person who sits in that building, who makes every single decision based upon what's in the best interest of one individual, and that's himself. And so we're going to communicate that choice day in and day out until the election. We're also going to communicate the entirety of what voters are going to be taking to the ballot box. You mentioned young voters, making sure that they understand that, again, they have a president who's been fighting to address the existential threat that is climate change, making the single largest investment in climate change in our nation's history, making sure that they understand that they have a president, Joe Biden, who's been fighting relentlessly to make sure that we can live in communities free from gun violence, passing the first bipartisan gun safety legislation in a generation. We're going to make sure that they bring all of this information to the ballot box and they understand the clear choice between Joe Biden, who thinks about them, their safety, their interests, day in and day out, versus Donald Trump, who's thinking about himself no matter what the issue is. All right, y'all. Thank you so much.